It hit $8.99 right as I was filming. Oh, I gotta keep sitting here till it's 700. But that could take a while, so, or 700. 900. Anyway, I have more stuff to say, stuff I forgot to tell you my first night of packaging, but I'll save it for today's sped up portion because I want to give some sort of voiceover so it's not too boring. But before that, I need to do a Chit Chats run, and I'm going to go to Dollarama. I want to look for stuff for my outfit for this Saturday because we're having friends over. It's been so long. Like, we had friends over in January, and this is the first time since then having like a group of them over. We've hung out with friends. We've gone other places. Anyway, we're having a theme for how to dress, and the theme is dress like a dad. I think I'm set for shirt and pants. Well, I'm gonna do shorts. I don't think I'd fit into any of Christian's shorts, but I have my Bubble Bass shorts from my Halloween outfit, the Bubble Bass brown shorts. Not exactly the style I would choose for this theme, but it's what I have. And I also have that John Lasseter shirt. It is a men's cut, and it's a button-up collared shirt. It's got little Disney characters all over it. It's what I have, and I'll have to wear a belt with those Bubble Bass pants because those are falling down all of Halloween. They're too big. I have the belt, but I want to wear white socks with sandals. Christian doesn't have any kind of slip-on sandals other than flip-flops, thong-style flip-flops, and he doesn't have any tall white socks. I thought he did. He says he doesn't have any, so I'm like, well, maybe I'll find socks at Dollarama. So if I can find cheap sandals, socks, and I kind of want to see if they have a bucket hat or something, because I could like put my hair up and have it under the hat. I might just draw on a mustache. I have a fanny pack because I wear them for my convention, so I'm going to wear one of those. Yeah, mostly I'm looking for socks, sandals, hat. Oh, and I'm at the point where I've given up on makeup for this shop update. I mean, maybe Friday when I'm streaming I'll put some on, but I got my tinted lip balm, and there's concealer in a couple spots, sort of, but that's it. I got a huge mess on the floor. Because at first I thought that the roll in the printer was not one of the recyclable backing ones. But then once the roll ran out and I saw the core of the roll, I was like, oh, it was one of these rolls. It had just gotten smaller. That would explain why it took so long for the roll to run out. Because it just feeds a little nicer if the roll's actually in the printer. So once it gets smaller, it gets transferred inside. So I was throwing it on the ground, and I'm like, I could have been throwing it in the recycling bin the whole time. So I'll have to clean up a little bit before I start packaging today. I have this little box here of orders, 2 boxes there, and then there are 2 more boxes out here, and that's a total of 150 orders. That was my goal for yesterday, and I didn't get as many done in the stream as I wanted to, so I packaged until 1 a.m. I said I wouldn't do it. I just, there's a lot of orders. I really wanted to do 150, so I pushed until I did 150. There's screeching noises like claws on a wall. Oh, there she is. Okay, anyway, let's head out. Now, I've had a lot of footage of me pulling up to Chit Chats, but you rarely have footage of me unloading the stuff because people can see me. But this time, I filmed it anyway. I transfer all the packages out of my boxes into boxes that they have. I technically could just dump mine and go, but then they have to like flatten all the boxes, or they'd have to hold on to them for me to pick up the next day and do like a box swap. It would be like a whole thing. Some people drop off their packages in garbage bags, but I have too many, and that works better if you have like bubble mailers. I feel like I just have too much stuff, and I just transfer them into these USPS bins that they have there at Chit Chat. I can actually fit a decent amount per bin because I can stack them too high. And so I usually have between 4 and 6 bins. If it's a really big haul, then more. Like if it's a sketchbook update, the boxes tend to be bigger, and I'll for sure need at least 6. But yeah, this is what I do when I pull up to Chit Chats, is unload everything into different bins. And if you're wondering why I don't just schedule pickups, it's not the same as Canada Post. Canada Post, it's like $4 or something, and I can have them pick up to 50 packages. With Chit Chats, they use a third party to come pick it up, and I did the calculations once, and I'm like, this would be a $200 pickup. No thank you, I'm just gonna go drive it to Chit Chats myself. The package drop off is done. Someone's staring at me. Huh. This is the exact hat I bought like 3 years ago. Okay, this is all I see for shoes. The sliders are too happy looking. Maybe some Crocs. Are these kids? Wait, maybe these are kid sizes. Those are too small. The sticker sheets I bought last time, they're gone. The people know what's good. The sunglasses selection sucks. There's like kids ones, tortoise shell. I could do reading glasses. Like, not to wear, but just clip to my shirt, you know? Oh my god, they're back. They're back. They're back. Do I still need them? Maybe. I went with these sandals, by the way. I might paint over them. I might not. I just love this size of container. That sounds good. Yeah. They only have women's socks. They're mostly ankle socks. There are a few that are taller, but they're patterned, and I really want just like the classic white sock. So, I don't know. I'm sure I could find some at Superstore, but it might have to be like a whole pack. That'll be like $10. I don't know, man, but I think I've got everything. I picked up this fish. Oh yeah, some tackle, or fishing tackle. Because I think this would be funny to put in my fanny pack. So I remembered there was a buck or two, just like a 3-minute walk away from Dollarama. So I hopped in there, got some socks. 3 pairs for $3. Christian can wear a pair if he wants. Yeah. And then I also got this mug. I was debating whether or not to buy one, because I thought I could just make a sticker and apply it over an existing mug. But ours are all like, we don't really have much for plain mugs, and they all taper, and they just don't look like a dad mug. So I saw this, and I was like, yeah, I could just write on it with Sharpie or something. As long as it won't rub off. World's best dad. That's what I'll write. So, that's the haul. I'm gonna grab some breakfast and change my sweater because I realized this one's horrible for packaging because the sleeves are long and loose and it's gonna get in the way. Alright, now for a little bit of packaging while I explain some stuff about the store update, like how it went, some problems I encountered, stuff like that. Now, day 1 of packaging, which was the previous vlog I posted, there actually was a mishap that I forgot to tell you about. I was packaging orders and I realized at one point that the print I was putting into a package was not signed. And that made me realize that a bunch of orders I had already done had the same problem. And it didn't affect one print, it affected 3 different print designs. And the reason for this is because I had 2 stacks for some of my prints. One was an unsigned stack and one was signed because I hadn't gotten around to signing them all. And I completely forgot that I had these unsigned stacks. And so when I was merging piles of prints and organizing my little shelving unit, I had put unsigned ones on the top of the stack. And so I had to open up the page for all the orders I've done so far, look at which orders had those prints in them, open up the orders, and then swap the unsigned print for a signed one. So that was a bit of a setback for night number 1, but I got it fixed. So if your package looks like it was cut open and resealed, you might have been one of those packages. Another issue I ran into is that my paper sleeves were running out. The 6x9 envelopes that I use for prints, I was running low on those, and by now I have run out of them, and I'm using glassine instead, but yeah, so if you don't have one of the floral sleeves, that is why, and I don't know if I'm going to use those in the future. I think I'm just going to use glassine going forward. And I have a plan for that. I have a plan. I already vlogged about that plan, so you'll see that in the Friday video. I don't want to repeat myself, so yeah. Then also, I realized if someone gets just one planner pad, or they get a planner pad plus prints or stickers, like planner pad and flat stuff, it technically could go in a flat, rigid mailer. It doesn't really need a box. In fact, a box has so much extra space that it's going to flop around unless it has tons of crinkle paper in it. And so I thought, oh, what if I just get some flat mailers? Like I had about maybe 10, somewhere between 5 and 10 of these big flat mailers, or big 9x12 ones. I had some of those lying around from the past and they were working out great. So I decided to order more. I don't know why I didn't foresee this type of packaging situation, but I was like, cool, I want to order some of these. So I was trying to get them like next day shipped so that I would have them for the very next packaging day. But it never arrived, and then I was like looking up the tracking, and it said that the receiver had moved and no longer lives there, and I'm like, what? That's not true. So it's a contact UPS, get it sorted, but it didn't get rescheduled for the following day. It got rescheduled for 2 days later, so I'd gotten them so late. I didn't get them until Friday, so there were a lot of packages that did end up going out in boxes, even though they really didn't need it, but that's all I had at the time. So that was just another issue I ran into. There was also a small amount of problems with the digital downloads. I've had 3 people contact me because it said that their download link expired, which is really weird because I have it set to be like unlimited downloads and no time limit. And so far only 3 people have been affected by that, but that was just kind of odd. I guess just like a glitch or whatever. So I just emailed them the files, but yeah. Very, very odd. At least most of the Digi downloads went off without a hitch. I'm sure some people haven't even tried to download theirs yet, but for the most part, it went well. And the last thing is Canadian letter mail. So the way I have shipping set up, like the way it works with Shopify is I can't have letter mail separate from everything else because I can only set up shipping categories by weight. But if someone has just prints and or stickers, it can go as letter mail. And before I had this banner at the top of my site that said, you know, if you qualify, just let me know in the note section of your order and I'll send it as letter mail. I decided to do it differently and just by default send it as letter mail whether they request it or not, and then refund them the price difference, of course. But yeah, instead of people having to ask me for letter mail, that's the default option. And if you don't want it sent by letter mail, then you leave the message saying you would like it sent as a parcel. So just kind of like a reverse situation. But I want to look into third-party apps for more, what's the word? I guess just more elaborate shipping setups because, like I said, I can really only do it by weight right now. But something like a pin doesn't really weigh that much compared to a print, so there's no way for it to differentiate between the products. And you can set up a shipping category for specific products, but like if in that case, let's say I had it set up for prints, if someone got a print and a sketchbook, it would charge them the shipping price for both things. It would charge like the sketchbook rate and the print rate and add those together, so people would be paying like too much. It's really weird. So I think what I need to do, just pay for a third-party app. It's probably going to cost me like $10 a month or something, but I think it'll be worth it because I think a lot of people don't see my banner, and like Canadians especially, and they say like, oh my God, I just want one print and it's going to cost $20 shipping. But I do prints as letter mail, like I said, as long as it's just prints and stickers. So it's doable, and instead of people having to request it, I do that by default now. But I'm going to look into the third-party apps to see if I can just get something that will automate it all. And that way you're charged the correct amount at checkout instead of me having to do the refund later. So that's just something else I'm going to look into for the future. Okay, I said that was the last thing, but I thought of a couple more things to mention. The box weight thing I've been doing, it's worked actually really well. It looks a bit weird for the customer having that box weight item added onto your cart, but it's made everything so much better for importing into Chit Chats, although I have had about 4 orders so far where the box weight gets added multiple times. Like if someone has 5 items in their cart, it adds the box weight 5 times, and it's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to be once per cart, and it works great most of the time. It's kind of like the digital download thing where it's like the odd one just glitches out for some reason. And most of the time that these extra box weights get added, it doesn't actually affect the shipping cost, which is fine. I've only had one order so far where it did bump them up a shipping weight class, and so I had to refund them the difference and like redo the shipping label. But that was just like one instance that I've had to do that so far. And so that hassle from the odd glitched one is way less hassle than it was with like how the shipping weights got imported into Chit Chats before. So overall, it's been an amazing change, and I'm so glad that that worked out. Oh, and as for the tissue paper method, I'm really liking it so far. I think I still do need crinkle paper for a lot of orders, because the tissue is nice at kind of grouping everything together, but if there's still a lot of empty space in the box, it needs to be filled. So I think I will have to do a crinkle and tissue combo for some people. And in that case, I'm going to look into a different crinkle color. I'm thinking either going back to pink or doing green, because green would look cute like grass. But right now it's yellow crink on yellow tissue, so it's just like yellow on yellow, not that exciting. And I really like the tissue being yellow, because I could change the tissue color too, but I just love how bright it is. So yeah, I might swap out the crink color instead. But now not every order even needs crinkle, and the ones that do need less of it compared to before. So yeah. And the tissue, I'm getting the hang of applying it in the box and like flattening the corners out. I feel like I have a really good system, and I'm getting really fast at it. So yeah, so far, really liking the tissue. Okay, it's now Saturday. It's time to dress like a dad. There are a couple things I need to do DIY-wise, like the shoes. I'm going to paint the tops to be brown. I'm also tempted to cut out a portion of them so it looks like 2 sandal straps. But is that going too far? That's the main thing I got to do, and the mug. But I think I'm just going to Sharpie on here or something. World's best dad. If I had some black vinyl and some transfer paper stuff, that'd be kind of nice. Just use my Cricut to make something, but we aren't getting that fancy today. I have my brows filled in already, by the way, so if I look a little weird, that's why. I'm gonna add some other facial hair, but I'm just gonna wait because it's a little too early to do that. And Christian wants to order in some food, and so I don't want to just smear everything right away, even though I will be eating later. Okay, what am I looking for? I keep opening all the wrong drawers to get scissors, although there are some sitting on the desk already. I don't really plan on wearing these in yeah, I don't plan on wearing them because I don't want to be blinded. I'm just gonna kind of hook them in my shirt. Although I could just pose for a picture or something like. Even in my peripheral vision, that's, yeah. I think these were, if I remember correctly, these are the only ones I could find in this style, because I could have got one with a lower prescription, but these are the cheapest things I ever held. But you know what? It's $1.25. I can't complain. Socks. I did a bunch of cleaning last night. I let myself play an hour and a half of Fall Guys because I wanted to play the new event. There's like a whole new game, like a whole new level / mode that's out. And then like rewards and stuff to go along with it. So I was like, okay, I'll quickly play a little bit because I haven't been playing any games. But I'm like, I'm just gonna play enough to do the Fall Guy rewards. So that took me an hour and a half. And then I was cleaning, and I'm so glad I did a bunch of the cleaning last night, like a bunch of my cleaning. Christian does have his stuff he does, and I have my stuff. Although I got a little carried away, and I was like scrubbing the walls in the staircase last night. Why was I even doing that? Fiji. Oh, there we go. Oh my god. They feel so funny. Oh, the cats would probably go nuts for this. I kind of do want to cut them. Can I do it? I mean, I might need different scissors. I'm gonna hurt myself. Come on, I just gotta think like a dad. Problem solve like a dad. Oh God. Dads love carrying little knives. Hey, look. That was actually pretty easy. This is a little rough, this one. This one was a nice smooth cut. The first one I did though, a little rough. But that blue one looks pristine. I cut my nails off because, I mean, the gel was already coming off. Some of it was peeling up, some of it was just completely coming off on its own because it was getting old, and it's kind of good timing because then I can have bare nails for today. And then I figured, well, since I can't repaint them anytime soon, because they'll probably just get all damaged from order packaging so much, I figured I'll just wait to repaint them, and so I completely trimmed them down short. I never cut them this short, but they'll probably just break otherwise before I go to paint them, so might as well let some fresh nail grow in, and that way they're more dad-like. There's coat number 1. I was considering gessoing them first, and I was like, no, I'll just do a couple coats of brown, call it a day. All right, Sharpie, don't let me down. Let's do a little test. Oh. Wait, I think it's okay when it's dry. Okay, scratching it comes off, but kind of works. I'll probably just write it on both sides. I'm gonna make it look hideous, by the way. It's not gonna look good. Is this just a dry Sharpie or, yeah, it is, okay. It is really hard to write on a mug. The second side worked out a little bit better. I just thickened the letters as I went instead of trying to go back over them. I made a little mistake, but rubbing alcohol takes it right off, so that'll be nice. After all this, I can just wipe all the Sharpie off. And it's back to a regular mug. I like doing this with my nose because it makes my nostrils bigger. Let's try this in the kitchen. Oh, hey kiddo, what you doing? Are you watching some YouTube videos? Nice. The Christian, don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Hey there, kiddo, what you up to? Oh, you watching some YouTube videos? Cool. Oh, you doing some sketching in your sketchbook? Oh, you drawing me? You looks pretty handsome. Okay, I actually had no idea that quarter was in there. These are my convention fanny packs, so the glasses were in my pocket, but they're not really visible, so I clipped them here. I just thought, I mean, if they're clipped hanging out of the pocket, ooh, that's dangerous. They just disappear there. When people aren't here yet, so you just start building a log cabin. Got some snacks. They didn't have the regular Tostitos. They had no Lay's chips, no Miss Vicky's. So that's my Tostito alternative. This is my Miss Vicky's alternative. Yeah, and then veggie straws, popcorn twists, they're both great. No explanation needed. Got some strawberry wafer cookies. Oh my god, well, you're gonna run and hide once people get here. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. And then you'll peek at us from around the corner. And I made 2 dips, which are here and here, and then there's a veggie tray that I also whipped up. So, yeah, got some snacks. Other people will also bring snacks, so there will be lots. I brought out the Connect 4 game that Twitch sent me because this party is gonna get wild. I just realized my shorts have been rolled up this whole time. I already did my photo shoot. This was rolled up all weird. I'm really scared these are gonna trip me and I'm gonna either roll my ankle or crack a tooth or something because the sock's a little slippery in here. The stairs are a bit scary.
I'm ready for them to just like disintegrate at some point if it sweats too much.
Because you're not Kim anymore, you're that's your Cameron! Cam, get those 20 pounds away from me, remind me of Patricia. That bitch can't have baskets. They ease it just being like, oh.
I was seriously like, holy fuck, what happened here?
I think the ladies are having more fun than the dudes with this.
It's because we're obviously dressed. Anyway. Cheers, dude.
Cheers.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff. It's Chad. Oh, getting old.
By the way, there have been many Connect 4 games. It has been a big hit. You're gonna have to go on each other's shoulders though. No, like kid riding dad's shoulders if you're gonna reach in there.
No, this is you.
I'm not going up there.
You have to stand and then step and then you're up.
No, I'm the cameraman. I'm not going in there.
Well, that's the whole point of the cameraman. The cameraman goes up.
No, well, I can live one free hand
Here,
though.
it's all you.
All right, go.
You've never been in our attic.
Oh, this is so exciting.
They brought it up, so I'm like, okay. Ew, spiders. Ew, something just fell. That was a spider?
Yes, that was a
No,
spider.
wasn't it that thing?
No, there was a spider because I opened it, or I looked over and it scampered into your room. So have fun with that.
Time to
What?
breakfast waste down.
No, I thought that was like a piece of
See, that's what I
crud.
thought too, and then it moves.
Well, from air movement.
Maybe.
Oh, that better not have been a spider. I don't want a spider in my
There's a
bedroom.
ton of webs up there.
Oh my god.
Supporting you.
Oh my god, I'm so curious.
Made by Carolyn. This will be the day that I die because it's so good. I just overheard Christian say, "Man, every time I look at Baylee, it's just a random guy with a goatee." Does that mean my costume's good? Probably. But
Love is an open door.
do you want to build a snowman?
I wish you would tell me why. Doesn't have to be a snowman.
There you go.
He's a bit of a fixer-upper, but we know what to do. We'll fix up his fixer-uppers. I'll fix him up with you. True love is everlasting. Everyone's a bit of a fixer-upper.
Play anymore.
Oculus Reparo.
Oh, did those really break?
Yeah. I can't breathe. I just ran after Chris to give him his shirt. And we're left with all this stuff. Why is there one sock? It's now Monday. I'm just gonna finish off this vlog. I wanted to show you how clean this room is currently. I tidied up Friday night, restocked some stuff just to get it ready for more packaging. So everything's all set up for me for today. Woohoo. Yesterday I did absolutely nothing. I just stayed in bed and watched Euphoria all day and had a nap. So that was my Sunday. But it's Monday now, it's back to packaging, but I'm starting to film this Friday's vlog right now, so I can't add too much of today onto this vlog. So I think I'll end it here. Here's where we're at for orders. 11:33. Thank you everyone so much for all the orders. Thank you for watching, and I will see you this Friday for the next video. They're coming in. I don't know why it had to update in that fashion, but okay. Hamburger! Whoa! It just jumped to 7.